Okay, so Nyarlathotep and them, they're very predictable. Okay, when they come take over some shit, we know what's going to happen. We know everything's going to be very beige, very neutral. Okay, we know there's going to be a lot of um, censorship. We know the economy is going to be fucked up. The middle class is going to disappear. Um, you'll just have the people that are more equal than everybody else, and then everybody else is equal. Everybody else is a bottom feeder. We know the youth are going to feel hopeless. Um, we know there's going to be backlash against the people who allowed this bitch to get in power. Um, AKA the baby boomers. Um, there's just going to be a lot of conflict between people. Let's say, like at Thanksgiving, you're going to have the people in your family that didn't like being locked down and the people in your family that loved being locked down. And that's kind of an irreconcilable thing. The people who are cool with being oppressed by Nyarlathotep and the people that aren't. Um, because a lot of y'all are okay with it. A lot of y'all have been sad, beige, gray. Joyfully participating in the suffering of the world, aka being fake happy. Um, so he's very predictable. Okay, so he was set up. He thinks he's slick. He was set up um, to get into power. Okay, they propped him up to get him into power. But the problem is, he wants to rule everything. Okay, in his weak ass, bitch ass way. And in his with his burning of books and all this type of stuff that he does, in a tyrannical way. Okay, it's the only way he knows how. So we already know, or they already know, what the ramifications and repercussions of him taking over like he did in 2020, using Washington, D.C., using the medical industry. He is Donald Trump. He is the leader of every country in the world. He is every male doctor. And his female counterpart, Nix, is every woman in the government, and every female doctor. So this is all them. Okay, this whole the 2020 and beyond shit has all been them. So, but they're the one, they want to rule everything. Okay, but you have the ones that gave them their power that want to destroy everything. He's just being used, okay, to get people to be disgusted with the world, with his tyranny, and take it a step further to just wanting reality to stop. Saying my existence is a prison. Okay, existing isn't fair. I shouldn't have to exist. That's not how he feels. He wants life to continue because he can always finagle his way into being on top. Okay, or so he thinks. Now, maybe, he'll get worn down to the point where he wants to, what I'm saying, see everything just be destroyed, possibly if he loses power. But basically, this has all been a setup, okay, on him, on all of us, by the ones who want to just ruin everything. So they're all ready to go, man. They have all these videos all ready to go. All these clickbaity, doomy videos. We can see that from a mile away. Maybe this bitch Nyarlathotep thought he was going to get people to actually like him and embrace him. Foolish. And they know that. And so they're here just got all this doom content. I think a lot of the content is not about the content, it's about the title of the video and the thumbnail being very doomy. Okay, saying some really negative shit. More for the purpose of scrolling. Doom scrolling. Not actually watching the videos themselves. This is the world you're living in. A world where the people in charge are just being used to make you hate reality because they suck so much at leading. You were given a chance to have Jesus as your king. You didn't take it. And now, so this is what you're left with. You didn't want it. That was too much. That was too... Nothing burns like the light of heaven. Nothing is more painful than that. All these dark rituals and human trafficking, and none of that hurts you like the light of heaven, the perfection of God in Jesus. Too much for you people to bear. So you've gone along with this creature who's sad about killing Jesus. You see, that's why he's not really that evil. There's another level of evil that's always been behind him. It's always been propping him up, using him. Because they know he's obsessed with tyranny, so here you go. Yeah, you run shit, guy. Yeah. You tricked Azathoth. Yeah, he's unconscious. He can't really think. You just use him. You use everybody. And you're so slick. Yeah, right. Okay, yeah, we'll get you in power there. And so this is the world we're in. This sad world where he's still sad about killing Jesus, helping to kill Jesus. He can't get over it. That's why this reign is just so sad. That's why everybody's so fucking sad. You go out, everybody's just, it's fucked up, man. It's really, there's no unity, you know what I'm saying? Even the people that are supposedly friends ain't really friends. Just a very backstabby type of vibe out here, which is what he did as Judas. And then killed himself over it, over the grief. You get it? So now we have this sad, tyrannical leader of every country, and he's instilling all his sadness into everybody else. Shit rolls downhill. And so here comes the bitches that want to just destroy everything. Here comes the bitches that wouldn't have cried if they were in on it. Okay. Which they probably were in on it, but from the shadows. All the people immortalized with art and with pictures, y'all just getting used. Okay. The real evil ones, only till just recently are we figuring out who the fuck they are. And how they prop this bitch up to get shit rolling downhill. And then here they come in, jumping in with all their doom shit. And here's another thing. This bitch, Nyarlathotep, is so exhausted from having to deal with me that they're coming from both sides. It's coming from me and it's coming from them. Okay, I tried to put him aside and just focus on them, since they are a deeper level of evil than him. But this bitch who controls Google is just dropping nukes on my channels. So I'm like, so I can't leave him alone and focus on what's really going on. I gotta focus on this puppet ass bitch who thinks he's so slick, who thinks he's so evil, so dark, but yet can't rule the underworld. Not right now. Lost control of that. You may have control of all these countries and all the, the algorithm and, whatever. You're a puppet, dude. You ain't that slick. Because you're a puppet, because you have grief over killing Jesus, I was trying to leave you alone, but you just can't leave well enough alone. You got to continue to fuck with me. So now you're with them, basically. You're helping them out. You know what I'm saying? You're helping these breakers out. Because I was going 100% completely in on them, and now my channels are disappearing. Nothing to do with you. Until you made it something to do with you. So yeah, man. This whole time I've kind of thought like, or maybe there are other outer beings, you know what I'm saying? Because this Nyarlathotep, he's just not evil enough. As far as what I'm seeing in the world, he's not evil enough. Who Atlatch Nakah, you know what I'm saying? Shudmel, what's going on here? Nah, it's beings that Azathoth didn't even make. Okay, they can reach an even more despicable level of evil and disgustingness. Which his outer beings, yeah, they're innocent. They were made by him. Nah, some of these other ones made by God, but really fucked up in the head. But anyways, I'm running out of